Welcome to Learning with Liebenhaut. Well, you're asking the question, does Social Security watch you? Does Social Security conduct surveillance? Does Social Security hire private investigators? A lot of people ask that question if there's have been involved in a personal injury case or something like that before. They may have experienced an insurance company conducting surveillance or something like that, and so that you get questions like that from Social Security. Generally speaking, the vast majority of cases do not involve any type of surveillance or anything like that. I have never in my time seen any surveillance conducted by Social Security, nor is there anything to suggest that surveillance is done. I did receive a news release a few days ago that Social Security's CDI program is opening up 3 new offices in Honolulu, Indianapolis, and Albuquerque, New Mexico. So the CDI is Cooperative Disability Investigation Office through the Inspector General, and they do investigate fraud, waste, or abuse. And what that generally means is investigate someone who is claiming that they don't have certain assets or they don't have certain income so that they can qualify for SSI, or someone who is continuing to collect benefits for someone after they've passed away, or stealing someone's identity to collect Social Security benefits. Or maybe they've been appointed as a disability recipient's representative payee, and they're not using the money for the benefit of that person like they're supposed to. There are several situations where it is absolutely appropriate to plan for public benefits, and there are various things that can be done that are perfectly legal, and there are lawyers that we work with who specialize in public benefits planning so that you can qualify for supplemental security income in spite of receiving a certain amount of money. And there are certain circumstances where I will advise a client to go and speak with a tax expert, CPA or someone like that. I'm not qualified to give advice on taxes, of course, but I'll advise them to go and see if there's any basis that they might have to file a tax return that was never filed, or amend a tax return to adjust their income in one way or another. If what is shown on their transcript, on their tax transcript, is not going to give them a work or all of the work credits that they need. And it's usually not something that happens all too often, but every now and then we'll see a case where someone doesn't have, they may be a few work credits short, and you go and look and ask them, well, why didn't they file their tax return for that year? And they'll say, well, I didn't earn that much money, I was doing this or that, but it wasn't anything that I would owe any taxes on. And we'll go ahead and have them talk to a tax expert so that they actually can get that however many work credits it is that they need to make up to be able to be insured for Social Security disability insurance. Investigating fraud and abuse like these CDI offices are going to do, that might involve someone committing fraud. And a lawyer will tell you fraud is making a representation that you know to be false for the purpose of making someone else rely on it so that you can get some sort of financial gain. That's not, you told your doctor on one day that your pain was a 10, and somebody's in the bushes with a video camera watching you, and you're walking like you're not having any pain at all. That is not the kind of thing that you're going to deal with Social Security. That it is fairly big news that they're expanding the CDI office as much as they are, and it's a good thing for all of us. It should save our government a lot of money and help us and help us all as a society. But Social Security is not watching you. They're not conducting surveillance. And you just need to go ahead and make sure that you're doing the things you should be doing anyway. Treat for the conditions that you have. Make sure you're letting your doctors know about all of those symptoms. And we just did a video on how to deal with a consultative exam if you're sent to a Social Security doctor. And do those types of things that you should be doing anyway, and you really don't have to worry about surveillance. So hope that is helpful for you, and please go ahead and like this video, subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll learn all sorts of information about Social Security and family law and long-term disability insurance litigation. And until the next time, when in doubt, call Liebenhaut.